Hey, I just wanted to do a little bit of a training on Instagram and Facebook. I work from home. Um, Half of the days I have a toddler running around while I'm working. I teach online, and that's a full, spend about 50 hours a week working. And she's running around a lot of times. She only naps about 2 hours a day. I do get some helps a couple days a week, so that helps me. But I'm very busy, and it's sometimes hard to do that power hour, or we see trainings a lot from people that are full-time working at home, which is great, and they have a wonderful things to say. But what I always try to do is adjust and adapt that for me because I am working. Now I do have a little bit more flexibility in that I can quick hop over to Facebook or whatnot during the day because my job doesn't restrict that. But um, I'm going to share just some tips that maybe will be helpful for you. Um, Again, if you're working or have a child at home that's small, scheduling is going to be your biggest thing. And so every Sunday night, I sit down and I make my schedule. And a lot of times I put in there what each body post I'm going to do that day. Besides my workout and besides like a food item, what other thing do I want to highlight? Whether it's one of the favorite things of Beachbody, what I get to do with that, or whether it's a challenger spotlight, or whether it's advertisement for a challenge group or coaching. I try to only put out one post of challenge of a like flyer each week of our promotions, and then only one of coaching, and the other I try to do like a real life, like this is what's happening in my world, and that does help me. But um, so, anyways, I plan those out. But um, we all know that we need to um, develop a new market. I will say that your warm market, you may feel like it runs out, but some people just need time. And I've been doing this for close to 18 months, and now I have people that were in my warm market that are asking me about it. And I think a lot of that has to do with consistency and being consistent in what I do and that kind of thing. So staying with it, don't give up on your warm market. Some people need time, but we still need to develop our cold market. And so Instagram. Hashtags are great. I actually feel like most of my followers that I get from hashtags are people that drop me within 2 days because they are trying to sell me something and then realize that I am not um, going to buy it. However, I do search a lot. I use hashtags to search and to find people. A lot of them recently, our friends, are, other moms, some that are teachers, that kind of thing. So I search those things. Now, what I do is um, five, honestly, followers each day is too much for me. So my goal is a total of 8 per week. So I add 8 new Instagram followers per week. And I have my handy dandy notebook, but I write down the 8 that I added that week. And every day I have set aside in my schedule a 10-minute Instagram break. I do that 3 times a day just to check if those 8 people posted. And if those 8 people posted, I like their picture, and I usually try to make an authentic comment, not just yay or a smiley face or whatnot. I try to make an authentic comment and try to ask a question to get them to reply. And that's it. I'm just developing a relationship with them. And I have actually toyed around with only doing that every 2 weeks so that I'm really developing a relationship with them. And then the other, that only takes like 5 minutes. So the other 5 minutes that I'm on Instagram, I am just liking and commenting as much as I can on on people's posts. So that they know who I am and that kind of thing. And a lot of times that they end up following you back. And so now they become your friend and they are in your market per se. At the end of 2 weeks, if I feel like they are a person that if they've liked a lot of my comments, or if they've kind of seemed interested in what I'm doing, then I will direct message them, just, hey, would you like to hear more about what I do, after I've had a direct message conversation just about their life. It's never just that initially. So I always try to have that direct message conversation after 2 weeks, just asking them about their lives, that kind of thing, telling them I've loved following them, for what reasons that I love following them, and then after a conversation, I pursue that length. So I do think it's important to put hashtags on. I do put it because honestly, it helps you get likes. And I think if more things are liked, that helps you get more followers. However, the followers I've gotten from hashtags, I don't think have lasted. And so I use that method for Instagram. Now for Facebook, I try to add, I go in and look at my common friends, like friends of friends, and see, and I try to add like that, just a couple of people a day. I know that we train you to do 5 or 10, and if you have time for that and to develop those relationships, that is great. I don't always have time for that, and it's okay. We have to do what we have to do for our business, and I always don't want it to be overwhelming, because it can be overwhelming. And if you are working outside, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to build your business. But Facebook, I always try to post about my workout when I do it, Shakeology once or twice a week, about my daughter, that kind of thing. Now, on the days that I have a post that I'm going to do, I'd love for you to join my challenge group. I try to really, around 3 or 4, try to ask a question or try to ask a probing, something that's going to get people to comment a lot. I'll ask their opinion of an outfit, or I ask an icebreaker question, like what's the favorite place you've traveled, or that kind of thing, to try to get people to see you. So, because Facebook, and actually Instagram is going to this as well. It's going to algorithms, and so the more comments you have and the more likes you get, and the more you have comments and likes on that you like other people's, the more they see your things. And so it's important to not just like, oh, I haven't been on Facebook for 5 hours, here I'm going to put my post. And I know that some of you work, and that's okay. If you can just quick hop on your phone and ask a thought-provoking question that will only take you 1 minute to post. It doesn't even, or if you can plan out the day before or the night before, should I wear this outfit or these shoes with this outfit, whatever. Do it and post it around 3 or 4, and then that 7 to 9 p.m. when it's the most popular time for people to be on Facebook, then you're going to post your, hey, I have this promotion, or hey, I'm doing this call, would you want to do it? And then more people will see it. And again, when I'm in Facebook that couple times a day, I'm commenting and liking as many things as I can, so those people see my posts. And so those are kind of my tips that I have for you, and I'd love to hear what you guys are trying that has worked for you. So keep up the great job.